Good day, everyone. I am Alexis Joshua Dion Rejas, and I'm going to present to you my study titled Instructional Innovation and Supplementary Instructional Materials, a Narrative Review. The background of the study is that instructional innovation is essential in 21st century education. Supplementary instructional materials improve learner engagement and mastery. Educational systems now emphasize technology-enhanced learning, contextualized instruction, and learner-centered pedagogy. This study is anchored on Sustainable Development Goals 4, highlights inclusive and quality education. The research objectives. This narrative review aimed to identify the types of innovations integrated into supplementary instructional materials in basic education from 2022 to 2026. Second, to examine the reported effects of supplementary instructional materials on students' academic performance engagement and learning motivation based on existing literature. The third one is to determine the common implementation, challenges, and research gaps identified in studies on instructional innovation and supplementary instructional materials. This study provides a valuable insights that benefit various stakeholders and contribute to the improvement of basic education. So some of the beneficiaries are the teachers, the curriculum developers, the policymakers, the learners, and also the future researchers. What is its importance? It supports evidence-based instructional innovation. It improves competency mastery and promotes inclusive, equitable, and quality learning, and it provides a foundation for policy and instructional development. The theoretical and educational foundation of study is anchored on the established learning theories and aligned with the national policies and global educational goals. It anchors on learner-centered instruction, which focuses on the needs, interests, and active participation of learners. Technology-enhanced learning that utilizes digital tools and resources to expand learning opportunities. The third one, we have here the inquiry-based learning that encourages exploration, questioning, and discovery to build deeper understanding. And the last one, we have here the competency-based education, which emphasizes mastery of competencies and real-world application. This is also aligned on educational alignment in the Republic Act number 10533, Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013, which promotes contextualized learner-centered and research-based instruction in K to 12. We also have here the Department Order number 24 series of 2023 encourages teachers to develop and utilize alternative and supplementary instructional materials. We also have here the DepEd Order number 35 series of 1988, which provides guidelines on the development and evaluation of instructional materials, and furthermore, on the sustainable development for in quality education that ensures inclusive, equitable, and quality education and promotes lifelong learning opportunities for all. I have here the conceptual framework of the study, which connotes into the narrative review process. Number one, we have here the scoping, which define the research questions, objectives, and the scope of the narrative review. The second one is planning. Develop a review protocol, including the inclusion and exclusion criteria and search strategy. We also have the third one, the search process, which conduct a comprehensive search of electronic databases and other relevant sources. The fourth one, we have the screening of articles that review titles and abstracts to identify potentially relevant studies. The fifth one, we have the eligibility assessment, which evaluate full text articles against the inclusion and exclusion criteria to determine the eligibility. And the last one, we have the interpretation and presentation, which synthesize findings and present the clear results in an organized manner. So this framework illustrates the systematic synthesis of scholarly literature related to instructional innovation and supplementary instructional materials. We have here the methodology used, no, the research design. We use the narrative review. It is an approach was employed to synthesize and analyze existing literature on instructional innovation and supplementary instructional materials in basic education. So this is conceptualized also no, in the systematic literature review or the SLR. What are the databases used? We use the Scopus, the GS2R, the Science Direct, the Springer Link, the ERIC, and the Google Scholar. So, so we have here the process no on how we arrive into the inclusion of 15 studies included. No, we have here the identification. So I identified 35 studies for coming from Scopus, 46 studies from Science Direct. We also have identified 80 in the Springer Link and 70 in the GSTOR and 45 studies from the ERIC. We also have additional records identified from Google Scholar, which connotes at 224 studies. So in the screening, we identified a total of 500 records. Thus, we remove a 189 duplicated study. So we already have a record of 311 studies which is screened, but this 311 excluded the following: number one, that is not an English or non-index articles. Second, not published between 2022 to 2026. The books, chapter in book or proceedings. So that is why we arrive at full text articles assessed for eligibility of 45 studies. Now, out of 500, we arrive into the inclusion of 15 studies. Types of instructional innovations that is identified in the 15 studies. We have thus we have here the key themes identified from the emerging themes from the literature. We have here the technology enhanced learning. We have here the contextualized and learner centered instruction. We also have the strategic intervention and remediation. We also have interactive and game based learning. And the last one, we have here the competency based instruction. So, those instructional innovations strengthen meaningful and engaging learning experiences towards the students. So, what are the effects on academic performance? This is reported in educational outcomes. We have the improved conceptual understanding. We also have increased mastery of competencies, enhanced mathematics and science performance. We also have improved reading proficiency, and better learning participation and motivation. So, what are the effects of engagement and motivation that the learners can benefit with? We have the higher classroom participation. We also have increased engagement, improved collaboration, stronger learner interest, and better retention and comprehension. So what are the key findings? Interactive and contextual instructional materials significantly improve. So what are the implementations challenges that is common identified on the 15 studies? We have here the limited internet connectivity, the lack of digital devices, the teacher readiness issues. We also have difficulty in material development, the curriculum alignment concerns, and the limited usability of the material. So those are the implementation challenges that is encountered no, on the 15 studies. What are the research gap identified? So based from the existing literature, number one, we have the limited longitudinal studies. Second one, the lack of large-scale implementation. Third one, insufficient cross-contextual studies. The fourth one, need for broader validation procedures. And the fifth one, limited sustainability evidences. So future studies should strengthen empirical validation on this. Conclusions. Instructional innovation positively improves learning outcomes. Strategic supplementary instructional materials support learner-centered and competency-based instruction. Technology-enhanced and contextualized materials strengthen teaching effectiveness, and effective implementation requires teacher preparedness, we also have adequate resources, and continuous evaluation. So, what are the recommendations for future researchers? These should conduct a large scale studies, longitudinal investigation, cross contextual analysis. What is the goal? To strengthen empirical evidence regarding sustainability and effectiveness of instructional innovations. Thank you for your listening.